The fun thing about trying to eat a balanced diet, have healthy habits, etc., right? It's good for you, always, in many ways. But right now, I'm trying so hard for many different reasons. Reason number one, I definitely let myself indulge a lot more over the holidays, and we're gonna talk all about holiday weight gain and all that stuff today. And oftentimes, you know, over the month of December specifically, I do feel a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, but I try my best to kind of stay balanced, still get in foods that are good for me, but also, I was feeling a little bit under the weather yesterday. You might be able to tell a little bit. I'm feeling better today, but I do have a couple things going on today, and anytime I feel a little bit under, not 100%, I'm like, what can I do? What can I eat? What can I practice to kick this? Like, I'm not letting myself get sick. No, I will eat like all the vitamin C. I tried to sleep really good last night. Like, I'm like, no, I'm like straight up in denial anytime this happens to me. The video that's going up before this, I'm definitely very congested. Right now, I kind of just have like a morning tired voice. But so this is good. Tastes good. Good for the soul. Good for the antioxidants and the health benefits. But also, I'm like gonna be out and about doing stuff today involving a variety of foods and stuff. So might as well start on a good note. Don't worry though, if I actually was feeling sick, I would have canceled. It's just that time of year where it's much more common to be a little congested. This morning, we are meeting up with the girlies to have coffee. Place I've never been to, but I've heard great things. I'm excited. Sourdough in Madison. Let's go. It's snowy. I feel like the past few years, we barely get snow until January, and we've had like 3 snowfalls. It's been kind of crazy, I feel like.
Yeah.
I cleaned up the kitchen. Nothing is more satisfying than like open space, clean counters, like there's just room for anything now, you know? I also tended to my garden a little bit. I've actually never showed you this. It's super cool. It's called a hydroponic garden. So these are all a bunch of different herbs and veggies and things, and they come in these little pods, and then there's a water tank down here that you just refill. It waters itself through these tubes, and it gets its sunlight through these light beams. Isn't that so cool? I haven't eaten from it yet because I'm kind of confused at how it works. It's all controlled by an app. Some of these pods didn't sprout because they used to be on the bottom, and someone got to them. I put his Christmas bandana on. Doesn't he look so handsome? Let's do his advent calendar. You want a treat? It is day 3. It looks like freeze-dried chicken. Wait, we'll just give him this pile. Wait, get it? But brunch was so good. The place is so cute. Definitely, I was gonna say somewhere I'd love to go back again, but like I'm moving in less than a month, so chances are I probably won't, right? I'm just making a little coffee, just a single shot, because my mom is coming up. She'll be here in a little over half an hour, so I'm gonna get ready, need a little caffeine boost, and we are gonna go out on the town. Then we'll talk more about holiday balance. My hair is so dirty, so I definitely need to add something to it. This is one of those like automatic curlers, like you push the button and it just goes up. Honestly, this is by T3. I love T3. They just have such good tools, and I think they're supposed to be like better for your hair. I have become obsessed. But this thing I love because it's just so quick. And these won't stay super zingy, but that's not my goal. You know, I just want to add like some waves or whatever. So you literally just clamp her on, you push the button. Look at that. And, oh my god, the coolest part? The coolest part is like you wait a few seconds and it dings to tell you when it's done. Ready? Did you hear that? You just take it off and then you press the home button. Oh, it didn't have to move much, but so that it like recenters itself. This is the coolest thing. T3 always does a lot of holiday sales too, so I'll like link whatever I can link. I really do love Vlogmas because not only do I post YouTube videos, obviously, but I'm a huge avid YouTube watcher, so like I practice what I preach, you know? And there are so many videos this time of year. Obviously, you can find a million YouTube videos any time of year, but there's just constant content. And if you have a few like favorite creators and they're doing Vlogmas, well, that's where it's at. Ready? My mom is here. Let's go have some fun. So So we were out from like 2 to 9 p.m. on a Sunday, which is so not my typical Sunday. I literally, like, my voice is, you know, you can hear it. Like I said, my mom was up for the day and we were doing kind of just like a bar hop. We had drinks, we had really good sushi, we had a bunch of different stuff. We had like holiday cocktails. Like, it was fun. It was a little bit of a like celebratory like send-off because I'm moving soon, right? So we wanted to like tour around Madison, like do a lot of different things, but also just, it's fun for the holidays, and like she had time to come up and like hang out. So it was like a random Sunday full of a lot more things that aren't typical, right? And like that's what I feel like is key about the holidays. I do a lot more of this stuff that's like way out of routine, and not in a bad way, right? Not in a bad way, but I just indulge more. I took a rest day both today and yesterday. Like I said, yesterday I was just not feeling well. It's like, I'm not gonna make myself work out if I like feel a little sick, right? And then today, not only am I like trying to get out of feeling a little under the weather, which like I said, I felt way better today, but also I'm sore. It's a weekend. I had busy plans, whatever, and like working out is a priority. You can't just always make excuses. It's not like, oh, I'm busy today, I can't work out, but I don't always work out on Saturdays and Sundays. Sometimes I'll pick one of the days to work out. Sometimes both days are a rest day. And you don't need to be working out 6 out of 7 days a week, right? You can. You fully can make that your split, but you don't have to. And I was walking all around downtown. You know, it's like I was moving today. So my attitude this time of year is a little bit different than other times of the year, for sure. And I'm literally so tired. I need to hop in the shower and like take all this makeup off and just like cleanse myself quick and go to bed. But I think I do want to continue this conversation, and I don't have it in me anymore today. So I'll see you at morning coffee. Good night. See you in the morning. Continuing the conversation, basically how I go about things right now is just like my best with balance, but more indulging than any other month this year, really. I try at my hardest to stick to my workout routine because I feel like that is something that is almost more controllable. If I'm home, right, I can do my normal workout routine, whereas I'm going out more, I have more opportunities to have more fun with what I'm eating and stuff like that, and I'm not gonna like follow any sort of guidelines or anything like stupid like that, because it's like, this is the time to have fun, right? I'm seeing family, I'm seeing friends, like I'm gonna take the opportunity, whether it's healthy or not, you know, things like that. Like, it's just what this time of year is about. And I feel like normally in December, like I do feel heavier, I do feel a little bit bigger, like I just, you know, I don't know, the month catches up to you, you might not be feeling your best, a little bloated, a little inflamed, a little whatever, but I just don't worry about it because I know it's only temporary. And think about all the stuff that comes out of this month. You have so much fun, you make so many memories, like it's just not worth it to worry about it. And I definitely, like any other time of year, do not take on the all or nothing mindset in December, because that's just the worst that you can do. What I mean by that is like, you know, just not working out, only eating sugar and the holiday cookies and nothing else. And then you plan to, you know, January 1st, like reset, cut all of it, no more sugar, only eating green, stuff like that, because that's just not realistic and that never works out. And you're so much more likely to burn out faster in the beginning of the new year if you do that. If you just quit now and just like tell yourself like, I'm gonna restart, I'm gonna have this magical transformation, because no. Remember, it's always starting off slow that pays off in the end, that's more sustainable, that's just how it is, like it's way more realistic that way. And so I feel like I try to count on my workouts as much as possible because, you know, I wanna have some control and I wanna feel like I'm doing my best. So if I can show up in the gym and then have a little more room in my diet for whatever, that's just how I feel best about it. And I still eat good stuff, right? Like I try to balance as much as possible. I still have protein coffee, for example. I get protein and I'm still like incorporating veggies, you know? Like I'm just doing my best. I'm just incorporating more of the bad foods than I normally would, you know? And I do feel like this approach really is, obviously in my opinion, it's the best one because it's my approach, so like I think it's the best, but it just is like coming from a well-rounded place and like a healthy, balanced place, and just knowing that if you don't feel your best in terms of, I don't know, body image right now, like it's okay, and I just really do my best not to worry about it. And that's the thing too, I know what I'm capable of. I know that I can start getting back on track when all the hype is over and said and done. Again, not all or nothing, but just redirecting myself. I know I'm capable, I know I can do it, and just having that faith in myself allows me to give myself grace and just like chill out and relax and like it's okay. Again, in the grand scheme of things, if this month is a little more off, you know, your whole fitness journey or whatever is way longer, right? It's years and years and it goes on forever. If you have an off month, maybe it's a little bit of a setback, like maybe you will have to work a little bit harder come the near future, but it's not gonna screw you over forever, you know? But realistically, you know, it may be a little bit of a setback. It may be harder to get back on track. Like it's gonna be difficult and challenging, and every body is different too, right? Maybe a couple weeks off is gonna affect you more, maybe it's gonna affect you less, right? It all goes back to that thing where if we all ate and drank and worked out and moved our bodies and whatever the same, like we still would not all look the same. And that's a really good reminder to point out now too, is you might be feeling a little off. I mean, and maybe you won't be, but I feel like just coming from a very balanced and like good healthy approach in place is the best thing that you can do. And I do believe that when you're more solid in your workout routine, it does allow you a little bit more like wiggle room, I like to call it, with what you're eating, which is why I'm so big on trying to just stick to that workout routine. And then when I'm traveling for the holidays, for example, that's when I rely a lot more on walks and just like movement like that, like whenever I can get it in, because obviously I don't have my equipment, I'm out of my element, like things are different. And that's another thing you just have to accept, because the holidays are crazy and you might not have what you normally have to work out. But that's why, you know, maybe you bring a light pair of dumbbells. I mean, if you're flying, you don't bring those on the plane, but like if you're, you know, like me, just driving an hour and a half to your hometown over the holidays, maybe I'll bring a light pair of dumbbells. Maybe I'll bring a booty band or some resistance bands, things that I can just easily pack up. You know, there's so many YouTube videos out there, and just taking advantage of, if you have a free half an hour, you know, go for a walk. You can also take your family and friends on walks with you, you know, use it as bonding time, also getting some fresh air and getting in that movement. You know, it benefits all areas. Doing those things and just making sure you are making the most and doing your best throughout this time, because remember, working out too is so good for your mental health, and the holidays can be such a sensitive time, good or bad, filled with so much emotion, just all of that. So working out, not only is it good for your body, but like I feel like now is just a very important time to continue moving your body, because you might need a little extra help these days during this season, and that's okay. The holidays hit everyone so differently, so I think just trying to have a good approach and a good foundation and do what you can, and just know that you are doing what you can, and just try to enjoy this time. Even if the holidays are hard for you, just doing your best to be with your loved ones, whoever that may be. So that's kind of my approach on health throughout the holidays and like holiday weight gain and stuff like that. Try to have fun, try to enjoy it. There are bigger things to worry about right now, although I do know that it's difficult to feel a little, maybe not how you want to feel. Again, I know not everyone feels this way, but I know if I do, someone's gonna relate, right? So that's why I really love to share this stuff too. Sending you so much love as always. Hope you're having a great December and a great time watching Vlogmas. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. I love you, and I'll see you in my next one.